Everyone, Melissa Wick here. Welcome to my channel if you're new here, or welcome back. It's great to be here with you. I'm coming to you from the beautiful Nosara in Costa Rica, and this is a creative full yoga practice where we're going to work the entire body. We're going to build strength. We're going to connect deeply with our breathing and move in sync with our breath to create more balance and focus and centeredness. And we're going to finish the practice in a beautiful Shavasana, and then we'll head into a meditation to tie it all in together. So a couple of blocks will be helpful but not necessary. If you have them, bring them to the top of the mat. And if at any point you feel like your body wants to rest and take a break, listen and honor your body and where you're at today, as each day is different. So get into something comfortable and let's get this practice started. Let's begin in child's pose. So go ahead and come onto your knees, have the toes touch, knees come out wide. You can cushion the knees if you'd like. And then you can walk or slide the hands forward. You can have a bend in the elbows. A nice passive child's pose to begin, closing your eyes. Let's invite in 2 deep cleansing breaths to fully arrive here together. So inhale here through the nose, let yourself fill completely up. And exhale out through the mouth, let it all go. One more time like this. Fully inhale, breathing in. And a nice big exhale, let go of the day so far. All the air out. And just let yourself settle in here on your mat and in your space and in your body. Releasing any expectation you may have for yourself and for the practice. Tune into your natural rhythm of breath. Breathing in and out through the nose. Every inhalation invites in expansion. And every exhale invites in this deep sense of grounding. And from here, we'll just start to extend the arms, walk the hands forward, lengthening the elbows. Feel this nice stretch in the spine. And then walk your hands all the way over to the top left corner of your mat. Perhaps the right hand reaches a little farther than the left. Ground down through the right sit bone and breathe into the right lung, right side. And then we'll walk our hands all the way over to the top right corner of the mat. Left hand can reach a little farther than the right. Root down through the left sit bone. Breathe deeply into the left side. Coming back to center. Come onto all fours here, wrists under the shoulders. We'll do a few cat-cows here to open up a little more. Inhale, release the belly. And as you exhale, come into your cat twice more. Inhale to your cow, lift the gaze. Exhale, pull the belly in, nose towards the navel. Inhale to your cow. Exhale, cat. Good, and then start to invite in some circles here if you'd like, or continue with the cat-cow. Starting to tether the breath with the movement of the body. So if you're going in circles, just make sure you do both sides, both directions. Just exploring any tightness you may feel. Deepening the breath. Coming back to center here, we're just going to start to move in a circle and just exploring the edges of the wrist. So just opening up the wrist capsules, going in one direction, keeping the arms straight, and then change direction, few circles the other way, going forward, to the side, back, to the side, and around. Good, and then now make fists with your hands and just push down on your hands and just engage the muscles in the forearms here. And then shake your left wrist out, place the hand down, shake your right wrist out, place the right hand down. Good, now we're going to take our puppy stretch, walk or slide the hands forward, hips stay stacked over the knees. Slight pull in of the belly and just breathe into the thoracic spine, the upper back. Lengthening the spine. Deep breaths. And then walk your hands back underneath the shoulders. We're going to tuck the toes underneath and come into a nice toe stretch. So sit your bum back to your heels, hands onto your thighs. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down a few times here. Good. Reach the arms up. Inhale. As you exhale, take the hands behind you, interlace the fingers, loop the shoulders onto the back, extend the elbows, breathe into your chest, open up. Good, releasing your hands. You're going to take your hands down and just come onto the balls of the feet, coming into a nice crouch here. Wrap your arms around your shins. Weight in the heels. Either stay in this bear hug or start to lift the chest up. It's like you're leaning back here, gaze lifts, challenging your balance here. And then release the hands back down, walk the hands out, come into downward facing dog. You can start to pedal it out here. Push down through the palms, bend one knee, bend the other. Sit bones reach up and back, chest towards the tops of the thighs. Connect with your breath. Enjoy the length in the spine. Find some stillness here. Push down through all 10 knuckles. Lift the heels, inhale. Exhale, dip the heels over to the right. Feel that stretch in the left side. And then inhale back to center, lift the heels, sit bones up. And exhale, drop the heels over to the left, bow the right side. Back to center, breathing in. And exhale, lower the heels. On your next inhale, come forward to high plank. Pubic bone curls in towards the chin. Broaden the upper back, extend the legs. Feel the core ignite as you exhale, elbows in, lower down to your belly, point your toes, loop the shoulders onto the back. Inhale, cobra, shoulders down. Exhale, lower down. Tuck your toes under, inhale, extend the elbows, push up, and exhale, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look between your hands, and walk or step to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, belly in, shoulders back, long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root down to rise, arms reach all the way up, palms touch, hands to heart center. One cycle of breath here. Tail lengthens down. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, we're doing half sun salutation. Exhale, forward fold. Root down to rise. Inhale, arms sweep up, all the way up. Look up to your hands. Invite in a gentle back bend. And exhale, lower your arms down by your side. Palms face forward. Proud open chest. Standing tall, eyes along the horizon. Reach the arms up. Inhale. Take your right hand, grab the left wrist, arch up and over towards the right. Collarbone, smile. Shoulders out of the ears. Tail lengthens down. Breathe into the left side. Back to center, breathing in. Switch the grip, grab onto your right wrist. Exhale, arch over to the left, bow the right side. Root down through your right foot. Back to center, breathing in. Release the hands and exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, nice and smooth. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Step back to downward facing dog. You can always exhale out of the mouth whenever you need to. Now we're going to roll forward right into upward facing dog. So point your toes here, really power up the legs, shoulders back, sternum forward. Tuck your toes under, back to downward dog. We'll do that one more time. So as you inhale, lift the heels and lead with the upper back, rolling forward nice and smooth. Don't let the hips touch the ground. Point your toes, shoulders back, up dog. And then exhale, tuck the toes under, back to downward facing dog. Connect back to your breath. Bend your knees, look between your hands, and walk or step to the top of your mat, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathing in, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Come into Malasana. Heel toe your feet out, heels in, toes out. You can sit on a block if you'd like. Palms will touch into prayer, pushing the elbows into the inner lines of the legs. Firm the outer edges of the feet, long spine. Lean the chest back, eyes along the horizon, deep breaths. Beautiful. If you have a block, move it aside. We're going to rise up to stand. Root down with your heels, strong legs, flat back, rise up. And as you exhale, heel toe your feet back underneath the hip bones, palms open by the side. Good. Now we're going to take that right knee in, interlace the hands around the right shin, a little bit of balance. Lift the chest so that you're not leaning back as if you're against the wall. Look to your right. And then back to center. Look to your left. Back to center. Now you're going to lift your gaze up towards the sky. Back to center, and then gaze down to the floor. Back to center. Good. Release the foot. We're just going to go to the other side. So find your balance here. Pull that left knee in. Interlace the hands. When you have your balance here, slowly turn your head to the right. Your leg is supporting you there. Back to center. Gaze over to the left. Back to center. Gaze up towards the sky. Back to center. Gaze down towards the floor. Tall spine. Back to center. Release the leg down. Tadasana, mountain pose. Sit back in your chair pose, Utkatasana. Hug the shin bones back, weight in the heels. Lengthen the tailbone down, pull the belly in, biceps by the ears. Focus here with your eyes on one point. Inhale, straighten the legs, reach up and back, a little back bend. And as you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms and step back. Take a flow here. Come down halfway. Inhale, upward facing, pointing the toes, shoulders back. As you exhale, belly pulls in, and that takes you back to downward facing dog. Take a nice breath in, and a nice deep cleansing exhale out of the mouth. Good. Come down onto the knees here. We're going to extend that left leg back. Outer edge of the left foot is down onto the ground, so your arms, your legs are in one line. If you'd like, you can spin that right shin out to the side for more balance. Left arm reaches up towards the sky. And low belly is zipping in, engaging the core here. You're going to point the left toes and lift and lower down, tap down. Lift up and tap down. And then lift up here, pause. You're going to bend the left knee. Take the left arm behind you, grab a hold of the inside edge of the left leg here, and then kick the foot into the hand, nice and steady. Half bow. Good. Without slingshotting the foot, release the left leg. Lower the left arm down. Come back onto all fours. We'll go right to the other side. So we'll extend that right leg behind, heel behind the toes, so the outer edge is parallel to the back of the mat. Right arm opens up, stabilize the left shoulder. Left shin can stay in, or you can turn it out for more stability. Low belly zips in, lift that right leg up, tap it down. Lift the right leg up, tap it down, nice and controlled. Lift that right leg up, we'll pause here, bend the right knee, take that right arm behind you, grab the inside edge of the right foot, kicking the foot into the hand, opening up your chest, maybe even spiraling the chest up towards the sky. Steady breath. Release that right foot with grace, lowering the right arm down, lower the right leg down, come back onto all fours. And sit back and shake out your wrists. Shake, shake. And then take your hands down, face your fingers towards you, but the backs of the hands are down. And just feel that nice stretch in the backs of the wrists and roll it out. Good. And when you're ready, just take your hands back down, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg's going to sweep up. Bend your right knee, open up the hip, knee becomes the highest point. Start to roll out that right ankle in both directions. And then re-extend, center the hips, breathe in, lengthen. As you exhale, knee towards your nose, pull up and in. Inhale, right leg extends up. This time bend your right knee, bring it out to the right elbow. Touch. Back to three-legged dog, inhale. And now we'll cross. Exhale, right knee to left elbow, touch. Inhale, right leg extends up. As you exhale, step your right foot through between the hands. Left knee comes down. Low lunge, arms reach up. Drop the right hip down, low belly zips in. Biceps by the ears. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. Now we'll take the left hand down, grabbing onto the left thigh or lower if you can. Try to square off the shoulders to the front of the mat. Keep that right bicep by the ear. Lift up and out of the waist. Perhaps the gaze slightly lifts. Keep the head in line with the spine. Low belly still zips in. Pulling that right heel back, left knee forward. Deep breaths. Good, and then release. Take your hands down, and we'll extend that right leg, half split. You can always bring your hands on top of blocks. Right foot is flexed. Make sure that right hip is in line with the right leg, with the right toes. Lengthen the spine, soften the shoulders. Good. Now walk your hands all the way over to the left as if you're in a downward dog. Tent up onto your fingertips, find length in the spine, keeping your right knee and toes facing up towards the sky. And then back to center, and then all the way over to the right. Lengthen that spine, right knee and toes up towards the sky. Beautiful. Come back to center. Rebend your right knee. Heel toe your right foot out to the right. Make some space for lizard pose. So hands on the inside. You can always bring blocks here underneath the forearms or on the hands, or no blocks. Softening the shoulders here. Again, find length in the spine. Right heel pulls back, left knee forward. Relax the fingers. Breathing into your hip flexors, the inner lines of the legs, the groin. Good. Now releasing your blocks if you have them. Come back onto your hands. Push down with the palms. Pull the belly in. Engage the core. Power up your back leg and then step your right foot back to high plank with control. Come onto your forearms, forearm plank. Good. Pubic bone curls in. Shifting into dolphin plank. So walk the feet in. Sit bones reach up and back nice and high. Chest towards the tops of the thighs. Now if you can, without letting your elbows wing out to the side, we're going to push onto our hands and then to downward facing dog. So it's just a nice little swift up. Takes a little bit of strength. Downward facing dog. Bending your knees. Look between your hands. Walk or step to the top of your mat. Forward fold. We flow. Halfway lift. Breathing in. Exhale. Forward fold. Inhale. Rise all the way up. Inviting in a gentle back bend if you'd like. Exhale, arms down by your side. Deep breaths. Good. Inhale, arms reach up, maybe back bend. And exhale, forward fold. One breath per movement. Inhale, halfway lift. How smooth can you move? Exhale, plant your palms, step back, chaturanga. Elbows in, nice and controlled. Halfway down, point your toes. Inhale, push up, shoulders back. Exhale, tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. Cleansing breath if you need. Now we have an opportunity to move through the sequence on the other side. Anchor into your breathing. Being present with your experience. Smoothly inhale, left leg rises, three-legged dog. Open up the hips, the knee becomes the highest point. Bend that top leg, rolling out the left ankle, both directions. Shoulders stay squared. Then re-extend the left leg, square the hips, belly pulls in, lengthen. Exhale, knee towards the nose, pull up and in, pull up and in. Inhale, left leg extends. This time left knee to left elbow, bring it out to the side, touch. Inhale, left leg extends. And exhale, left knee to right elbow, cross, pull in. Inhale, left leg reaches up. And exhale, gently step it through between the hands. Right knee comes down. Low lunge, arms sweep up. Drop the left hip down. Low belly zips in. Biceps by the ears, thumbs back in space. Open up the chest here. Put a slight pull in of the belly. We'll take the right hand to the right thigh. Left arm is up and extended. Shoulder squared to the front. Lift up and out of the waist. Perhaps the gaze lifts. Breathing into the heart space. Invite in softness. And we'll release. Take your hands down, frame your left foot, half split, hips go back, extend the left leg, left toes toward the face. You're welcome to use blocks here. Lengthening the spine, shoulders softened. Breathe into your left hamstring. Keeping your legs how they are, we're going to take the hands to the right side. So walk all the way over to the right. Extend them out onto the fingertips, lengthening the spine. Keep the left knee and toes facing up towards the sky. Just getting into the different parts of the hamstring. And then back to center, walk all the way over to the left. Again, make sure the left knee is facing up. Extend through the spine, soften the shoulders, deep breaths. Back to center, frame the left foot. Re-bend the left knee. Arms on the inside, so heel toe your left foot out to the side. Make some space for your chest and your arms. You can use blocks here if you'd like for lizard. One side may feel different than the other, that's okay. Elbows down, or just stay on your hands. Your left knee can stay hugging into the shoulder, or if you prefer, your left toes can fan out a little bit to the left. Left hip pulls back, right knee forward. Try to keep some length in the spine. One breath at a time. Good, preparing to release, removing your blocks, come back onto the hands. You're going to tuck the right toes under, power up the back leg, pull the belly in. Smoothly, you're going to step back to high plank from here. Good. Coming onto the forearms, forearm plank, pubic bone curls in towards the chin. Dolphin pose, lift your bum up, walk your toes in, push down on the forearms, chest towards the thighs, lengthen the spine, breathe. From here, you're going to try to come up onto the hands, elbows stay in, and then you're back in downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, come forward, high plank. Coming into side plank, dip the heels over to the right, either stagger or stack the feet. Keep the legs active so the ankles aren't sickling. Left arm reaches up and over. Stabilize the right shoulder. Good. And then back through center, other side, side plank. Drop the heels over to the left. Either stack the feet or stagger. Ankle strong. Engaging the legs, right arm up and over. Bowing the right side. Good. And then back to center. Nice and controlled. So strong. Downward facing dog. And then we'll take child's pose. So toes touch knees wide. Rest your hips back. Relax the elbows. Ground into your breath. Just feel the support of the ground beneath you. Deep breaths. Good. We'll come back into downward facing dog. Coming into our peak pose, bend the knees, look between the hands, walk or step to the top of your mat, forward fold. Bend the knees, roll up, head is the last to come up. Give your shoulders a loop up, back, and down, preparing for dancer's pose. So get your balance in order, focus your eyes on one point, take your right hand out as if you're holding a tray, weight into the left leg and bend your right knee, grab a hold of the inside of the right foot, left arm up towards the sky, either palm facing in or forward, or thumb and pointer finger touch. You can bend the bottom leg to get into the shape, start to move forward like a pendulum, kicking the foot into the hand, and once you've found your edge, start to straighten the left leg. Try to keep the chest nice and open. One breath at a time, releasing any attachment to what it's supposed to be like. Feel into the pose. Good. And then we'll release back to center. Preparing for the other side. So when you feel ready and balanced, we're going to bring the weight into the right hand, take the left hand out, grab the inside edge of the left foot, pull the belly in, right arm to the sky, however you want to place that hand, maybe thumb and pointer finger or palm facing open, and then kick the left leg into the hand, and you can bend the standing leg, find that pendulum coming forward, and then re-extend the right leg. Try to lift up, this uplifting shape. Easeful breaths. And then we'll slowly, gracefully release, coming back to Tadasana. Bending the elbows, palms are up, closing your eyes. And with the palms up, we're open and receptive. Just allow the wisdom that is flowing through you to integrate through you. Receive it. Beautiful. Lower the arms down, bring the light back in, open the eyes, and take a nice big step back with the left hand, preparing for a wide-legged forward fold, hands on the hips. As you exhale, just fold down here. Nice grounding pose here to counterbalance. Hands could be on the ground or on blocks. Shoulders out of the ears. Integrity in the legs to support you, and just breathe into your belly. Lengthen the spine. Good. Walk your fingers forward, halfway lift, breathing in, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to walk the hands to frame the right foot, all 10 toes face forward, and just take a step back. Downward facing dog. We're going to come through to a seated position, so come through however you like. Maybe you want to bend the knees, look between the hands, and give yourself a little step or a hop through. Take the legs forward, make sure there's enough space behind you. We're going to roll down, feet on the ground, arms out in front of you, palms face each other. Pull the belly in and slowly start to roll down. Get the lower back to touch the mat first. Feel the power of your core laying all the way down onto your back. And we'll come into a nice figure four shape to release any tension in the hips and the lower back. So cross the right ankle, let it clear your left thigh. Right foot is flexed. And then interlace the fingers behind the back of the left thigh. Shoulders are relaxed, back of the neck long, so slight pull in of the chin. As you pull the left thigh in, your right thigh goes away from the face. If you want a little more, extend the left leg up towards the sky. And if you have the space and flexibility, maybe you want to grab the left foot and pull in. Make sure that right foot is flexed. And if that feels okay for you, you can hold, or you can just come back to the figure four if that wasn't working today. Honoring where you're at. There's no need to jam or push our way into anything. Nice deep breaths. Inviting in softness anywhere you may be feeling tension or any pockets of holding. Use the exhales to release. Good, now we're going to release this bind and now cross the right leg completely over the left. Lift your hips up and scooch them over to the right. Coming into a deep twist, let the legs fall over to the left. Left hand can hold on to the thigh, and if the cross is too much, just uncross the legs. Right arm opens up to the side, palm up. Gaze wherever is the most comfortable. Breathe into your belly. Good, and then we'll bring ourselves back to center, unravel the legs, lift your hips and lower them down so the hips are even. And we'll take figure 4 on the other side. So cross the left ankle, let it clear the right thigh. Left foot is flexed, interlace the hands behind the back of the right thigh. Shoulders relax, pulling the right thigh in as the left thigh pushes away. If you feel you want a little more, extend the right leg up towards the sky, flex the right foot, and maybe you can grab a hold of the right foot and pulling in. But if not, you can stay in figure 4. Just wanted to give you that option. Perhaps you close your eyes and just breathe through any density you may be feeling. Let it melt away with every exhale. Releasing any bind you have, plant that right foot down and cross the left leg completely over the right. Lift your hips up and scooch them over to the left. Let your legs fall over to the right. And your right hand could hold on to the thigh if you like. You can uncross the legs. However you want to twist, left arm extends out to the side, palm up. Gaze is wherever is the most comfortable for you. Let that left shoulder soften, breathing into the belly, inviting in balance and nurturance. Release. Let's come back to center. Uncross the legs, lift the hips up and lower them back down. The hips are nice and even. We're going to prepare for shoulder stand. So you can either just take the legs up towards the sky and stay right here, or put a block under the sacrum. Or if you'd like, lift your hips up, legs up towards the sky, and take your hands to the lower back. Support yourself here. You can have your legs on an angle. They don't need to be directly stacked in line with the hips. Making sure you could still breathe effortlessly here. Try to keep the head straight so you don't look from left to right. Gentle breaths. Maybe you just look to your belly button, breathing in and out through the nose. You can stay right here, or if you'd like, you can bring the legs all the way up and over the head here, either legs straight, or you can bend the knees. If your feet don't touch the floor, just keep your back supported. If your feet are touching the floor and the legs are extended, feel free to interlace the hands behind your back, but only if that is in your practice. Listening to your body, making sure you maintain this sense of calm. Now we're going to slowly roll down. So you could support the back, or you can let the arms come down, even a little bit underneath the bum. Straighten the legs up towards the sky, and we're going to slowly lower them down. Little ab strengthening. Pull the belly in, slowly lower. Try not to let the lower back lift off of the mat. Relax the legs down. Good. And then re-bend the knees here, preparing for fish pose. So lift the hips up, hook the thumbs underneath the body, palms facing down, walk the shoulders and elbows in, and then relax the butt back down. Extend the legs, flex the feet, and then shift majority of your weight onto your elbows and bring the crown of your head onto the mat. 95% of your weight is on your forearms, not on your head. Breathe into your chest, into your throat, nice and calm. Staying engaged, and at the same time inviting in softness. When you feel complete, release. Release the arms. Bend the knees, constructive rest. So take the feet nice and wide, let the knees fall in to touch. One hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Closing your eyes. Let yourself just be here, just breathe. Feeling your belly and your chest softly rise and fall as your hands are there to support you. Good. Now release. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Come into a nice tiny seed. Acknowledge your efforts. Thank yourself for showing up for yourself. And as you exhale, let's extend out long into Shavasana. Take up as much space as you'd like. Palms up. Get your wiggles and jiggles out. Let your ankles just fall open. Releasing any control or effort of your breathing. Whole body rests on the ground. There is nothing left for you to do here. Inviting in heavy, heavy bones. This time is here for you to nourish yourself at a very deep level in this ultimate state of receivership. Let yourself just bathe in your awesomeness. Bathe in your light. Noticing what it feels like to be at home in the center of your being. And know that you always, always have access to this. You can slowly begin your return by deepening your breath and slowly start to bring some movement back into your body. Maybe you move your head from side to side and move your fingers and your toes and your wrists and your ankles. Maybe you bring your arms up overhead for a nice big stretch, stirring your body back into wakefulness as you deepen the breath. Bringing your knees in toward you, giving yourself a nice hug. And eventually rolling over to one side, pause on your side for a moment here. Deep breaths into the upper back, tuning into gratitude. And then we're going to slowly make our way up to a seated position. Feel free to prop your hips up on a block for a short meditation. Get comfortable, or if you prefer to kneel, that's fine too. Find a nice tall spine, loop the shoulders onto the back. Let your hands just rest on your thighs, palms up or palms down, closing your eyes. Nice tall spine. Feel the connection of the sit bones to your prop or to the ground. Relax the energy behind your eyes and just tune into your breath. Breathing in and out through the nose. Allow the breath to soften. Guide your awareness into your heart center. And there you see a pearl, a beautiful pearl of light. It's condensed, small but powerful. You observe the breath, and on each inhale, the pearl expands. And on each exhale, it returns to its original shape. And as you observe this, it's as if the pearl is alive. It expands and contracts to the rhythm of your breath. And eventually, the expansion becomes so big, this light subsumes your whole body. When you're ready, let the pearl return to its original shape. Let it return to its concentrated, condensed, powerful little pearl, and know that it's always there. Slight bowing of the chin towards the chest. Invite in a few deep breaths. Bring your palms to touch in front of your heart space. Acknowledge yourself and your practice and the teacher within you. Thank you so much for your trust and for sharing your practice. From my heart to yours. Namaste.